we're going to tap a little bit into something else that's a core thing. So remember, core is just something that we feel deep inside of ourselves. We're going to take a little breather away from our values, but keep them in like the back of your mind. And we're going to tap into our core desired feelings, how we want to feel. Now, instead of having you go through a whole bunch of different feelings, well, I am going to have you go through a whole bunch of different feelings, but instead of having you select a whole bunch of different feelings, I'm really just wanting you to pick one this week, one way that you want to feel all week long. I'm going to ask you to not respond to the question until this weekend. So wait until you've actually experienced your feeling, or at least made an attempt to experience your feeling throughout the week. Now, a suggestion, whatever feeling you select, and there is a list of feelings on Canvas, whichever one you select for the week, find a way to make it visible for yourself so you don't forget, oh, yeah, I wanted to feel graceful or peaceful or expressive or brilliant this week, strong, whatever it is that you're going to choose. Put it up somewhere, maybe draw it out really cool looking on a piece of paper and put it on the wall in your bedroom, or write it with a dry erase marker on your mirror if you have one of those. If you don't use like a Sharpie. Um, and get something up that helps you know this is how I want to feel. So the way that we feel should help us. Remember, I said keep your values in the back of your mind, should help us to live into our values. So for me this week, I'm choosing, well, I did this last week. So for me, I chose expressive. I wanted to feel expressive. And I've had lots of ways this week that I've been able to do that. One way is I actually went and bought a canvas. Well, I bought it online and went and picked it up at Michael's. Um, so that I could start to create some art because I've been wanting to. I had the opportunity to share with those of you who came into our Zoom class last week some artworks that I have in my home. And I'm like, I haven't created an artwork in a long time and I want to. So I did start that process. I haven't yet created it. I promise to share it with you guys when I've created it if I keep myself on my expressive path and get it done before we're actually out of school. I also have been expressive in like actually sharing how I feel about things, both with my partner and with my family members. Not necessarily bad things or things where I'm like, I just really have to say how I feel, but just things in general. Like, hey, here's how I'm feeling about this. Here's what my day looked like today. I tend to keep a lot of how I'm feeling inside. And this idea of wanting to feel expressive has allowed me, and keeping this in the forefront of my mind has allowed me to, well, express, has allowed me to share and get things kind of out of my system instead of just keeping everything within. So, a quote that I want to share with you: we are desire. It is the essence of the human soul, the secret of our existence. Absolutely nothing of human greatness is ever accomplished without it. Not a symphony has been written, a mountain climbed, an injustice fought, or a love sustained apart from desire. Desire fuels our search for the life we prize. And that's by a man named John Eldridge. So it's this idea that what we want pushes how we are, right? So, how do people become successful? They say, I want this, I'm going to get this. So, think, how do you want to feel this week? That's the first step. Step two, how are you going to get there? Like for me, I'm like, go buy that canvas, girl. You know you've been wanting to be expressive and artistic, so go do it. Um, and then how did it feel at the end of the week? Now you might get to the end of the week and be like, you know what? I didn't feel that this week. And that's totally fine. Write it down in your response and then let's try again next week. You can always keep on seeking what it is that you want, even if maybe the first time it doesn't work out the way you thought it might. But also think a little deeper. Were you able to feel that? Maybe just not in the way that you thought you would. That is your assignment this week. Well, that's one of your assignments this week. I look forward to seeing how you all felt throughout the week.